Welcome to the presentation, Anime Wong and the Curse of the Post-Colonial Disease of the Mythic Daughter of Fu Manchu Syndrome. Yeah! Originally, people from around the world, including Chinese, came to California because of the gold rush discovered in 1850. Except they were met with a lot of racism and a lot of problems. Oftentimes, Chinese hunting for gold were shot and killed, and no justice ever happened. So they found themselves doing laundry or opening Chinese restaurants. Sound familiar? But something happened in 1871. The whole city of Los Angeles rose up and started to kill every single Chinese they could find. They also started to torture and mutilate because they were mad. A rumor had circulated that a Chinese had done something wrong. Again, no justice. Thousands of Chinese found themselves dead, and they were scapegoated. Anime Wong is a descendant of that massacre because her father's father came to California looking for gold. Anime Wong herself suffered a lot of racism, but now she has become an idol. She's even on the U.S. quarter, and a Barbie doll has been made of her, and Hollywood biopic is coming out soon. The problem is that Chinese, because they look different, were typecast and racism was more prevalent against them. There were a lot of Irishmen, Germans, and people from other European countries that traveled far across the ocean, but they did not receive such terrible treatment. Actually, nothing's changed. We still have Chinese and Asian Americans being killed to this day just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time and because they look different. Remember, being Asian is not a virus, but racism is. It's also brainwashing. There's a reason that these stereotypes of Asians still exist. They're still in the movies. Shang-Chi, the first Marvel superhero, is actually the bastard son of Fu Manchu. Yes, it was great to have a superhero Asian, but why the son of Fu Manchu? They hid it and changed the narrative, but it's the same crap. It's the yellow peril, the stereotyping, yellow facing. Remember, this was a character created by white authors and making Asians evil. I don't buy it. So unless we understand what's happening when we see movies like The Daughter of Fu Manchu or Shang-Chi, if we don't face the enemy of post-colonialism and the old ideas of race, sexism, and power, and Chinese as trying to fight the world and conquer us. I mean, just look at the news. China's always in the news. It's not right. Nothing seems to change. If we don't clean our mind, we will always be brainwashed. Keep in mind, once upon a time, it was illegal for a white person to marry a black person, an Asian, a Latino, a Native American. It was against the law. It wasn't until 1967 that the laws changed. This is important. I didn't come into America until 1970. My father knew he was breaking the law when he married my mother, an Asian. So he had to hide us outside of the country. I know this. It affected my life. So Hollywood just followed suit and created something called the Hays Code. basically saying what the laws already said. In cinema, white people could not kiss Asians, blacks, or Latinos, could not fall in love or marry them in the films. And furthermore, they put white people as Asians, blacks, and Latinos. Strange word. So who often portrayed demons in films? Well, they were foreigners oftentimes. And it's funny how these foreigners from Europe became the portrayals of Asian characters like Fu Manchu, or even characters like Charlie Chan. So they played werewolves, Draculas, and Asians. That says a lot about what Hollywood thought, or what Americans thought in general, or what the world thought in general of Asians. Because what Hollywood did was influence the world and taught people how to be racist. They brainwashed the world. By having white actors portray Asians, this form of yellow facing or whitewashing is really a form of brainwashing, and it's prevalent in all of Anime Wong's movies. Even when Bruce Lee came along, Hollywood was still doing this, and there are some Bruce Lee shows where he had to be the sidekick of another white actor pretending to be Asian. Remember also the TV show Kung Fu, a white actor pretending to be Asian? Gee. But Anime Wong started to study the Tao and started to understand about the alchemy and how character is developed from within, not from the ego and not from images of Hollywood. She started to read about Confucianism, and she became a little bit wise. And in her quotes, she often quoted Asian philosophy. So you see her growing.